What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And in today's video, we are actually going to be finishing up our summons here on the Dragon Ball Heroes category banners. First thing we're going to do is we're actually going to hop over here to the EZA banner. I do actually need one copy of Super Mira to be able to get him Rainbow. So we're going to try to get the one copy of him here. We're gonna hop back over to the new banner that just dropped, and I'm going to Rainbow. I'm gonna go after the SSRs of the new units. So I do need at this point we do need 3 Vechitos, 5 Vechitas, 4 Brolys, and 5 Mass King Foos. So we are going to be hopping back in there, and hopefully we can kind of get in and out of that banner relatively quick. I'd say overall my summons have been pretty good. Oh, we'll take that because I really do like that SSR art of him. So we'll definitely take that one. But so overall summon wise, I'd say I did pretty well. I did manage to rainbow the initial set of new units in about 1,300 stones, which realistically is pretty good, you know, kind of comparatively to some of the other banners that I've recently had. But this one is guaranteed featured, so that does help out tremendously. You know, obviously it's not feasible. I mean, I say it's not feasible, but they definitely could. They could make it to where you should be able to like make the banners guaranteed featured SSRs, but obviously when it comes to a 7 featured unit banner, that's just gonna hurt sales for them in the long run. So I understand why they don't do it. Oh, we'll take that Janemba. I think that's my first SSR copy of him. But there are actually a lot of SSR copies that I do need. So I do like summoning on the Heroes banners just because of the fact that I can kind of aim for some of those unfeatured units. Some of the ones I can think of is like the Xeno Goku, just like the regular one. We do need a copy of him. I think like the Super Saiyan 3s, like the Trunks, like the Gohanks, the Veku, or whatever like the STR one is. Vejex, I think is what his name is. I do need like his SSR. That Deborah right there, I think that's only my second one, so you know, there's a lot of them that would be great to kind of pull unfeatured, and maybe, you know, while I'm summoning and, you know, going for the unfeatured or going for the featured units here, we can kind of pull a couple of these other ones, just kind of, you know, off the get-go. So, like I said, from this banner here, we do need just the one Super Mira. If we can kind of get him, we can be in and out of this banner, and then go back to the main banner so I can continue my grind to finish the SSRs of the other 5 units while simultaneously chasing after some of the unfeatured units. Oh wow, that 2 unfeatured units back to back is pretty good. I don't think I need that Supreme Kai, unfortunately. We'll take the Vegito, but I don't think we needed the Supreme Kai. I think I've got her SSR. Yeah, I've got her SSR done already. And then Golden Cooler, I don't think I've got his SSR done, but that is dupes that we needed, so I will 100% take that one. And then that Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, obviously he just got an EZA, so that's why he's on this banner. I think that is 79% for me. Ooh, God animation? Perfect. I love God animation on Heroes. It's probably the only time I love seeing a God animation on any banner, because when it comes to these banners, the only units that are SSRs on here are the heroes units. Okay, so we'll take those. I think that's my third Demon Goddess Toa. Yes, that's 3 of her. I know this is my third Deborah. And then this Demigra. Yeah, we only got 2 of him. But I think I only needed like a couple copies of his SSR to rainbow him. So we're going to continue our grind to find the last missing Super Mira. I wish he would have just been like first summon, so I could have been in and out of here. But yeah, when it comes to some of these other units, there are some that I'm still missing that aren't rainbow yet. I know we do need Pan. We need the AGL Mechikabura. Super Pycon. For some odd reason, I'm still missing 2 of him. And I want to say, I think there was like one more unit that I was missing. I think 1 or 2 copies of that I just can't think off the top of my head right now. If I see him, it'll probably click it in my head for me when I do see it. But yeah, I mean, there's just a couple units still missing that should probably be done. Probably done like either this year or next year. But that is the Super Mirror that we needed. So 300 stones, about 450 stones to get him. Not terrible. So we're gonna hop back over to this banner here. Like I said, I don't recommend this whatsoever, but I just want to rainbow the SSRs just because I love the heroes units, and I would love to just have, you know, at least their SSR copies done while I'm already at it, just because it is guaranteed featured SSR regardless. But we need 3 Vechitos, 5 Vechitas, 4 Brolys, and 5 Foos. So the faster we can kind of get these ones done and out of here, the better. I did a couple like collab summons, and so I managed to rainbow. I don't need like the Metal Cooler or the modified Janemba, and I've got the Rose. I managed to finish him in one of my collab summons and got his SSR done. So I don't want to see any more Roses. So the only ones we want to see is just the other 4. And the more God animations that we'll get, the better. So I'll kind of go quicker through these summons, so that way we don't have to sit around through all of them, especially if we're just going to keep getting modified Janembas. Definitely don't want to see that. So just Gohan by himself, huh? But, you know, if you guys are enjoying this video, please make sure you guys hit that like button, and please make sure you subscribe if you guys love seeing summon videos like this, and if you want to see more of, you know, these style videos, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything else that you guys will want to see that I do, you know, definitely let me know, because I read the comments, I respond back to you guys, and, you know, I'm curious, like, what kind of interests you guys. So there's one of the Foos that we needed, so we only need 4 more of him. It's kind of unfortunate, but now we got 11 Roses, and I don't need any more Rose. That's like the one unit I do not want to see. God? No, a God. So yeah, hopefully your guys' summons all went pretty well. That is a God Trunks, and we'll take him for his SSR. But I hope your guys' summons went pretty well. Let me know down in the comments, you know, how many stones did you guys go? You know, how deep did you guys go? What units did you pull? What units did you want to pull? And, you know, let's see what kind of luck you guys had down there. But we got a Vegito. We only need 2 more of him, so hopefully he'll kind of show up a little bit faster as well. And, you know, we can try to speed it up here and try to get these summons done. So let's see here. We got another modified Janemba. I am so tired of seeing him. That Foo, we will take him. That's good. So we only need 3 more Foos. But, you know, Heroes time, it is always a fun time, especially with the like the type of units that we get. Obviously, we don't see these units, you know, at all like throughout the year. So getting something cool like, you know, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, you know, it's really cool. Like that unit right there, it's just such a cool unit. And I really wish that they did make these hero units more like accessible throughout the year for us, instead of just being a 2-week celebration towards the end of November. And you know, I feel like they could probably do like even like a free-to-play LR of some sort. I think that would be kind of cool if they did that for Heroes. I don't see why they couldn't. Just because, like, obviously the events only come around like once a year, so I don't know if they'd be worried about that. But I think them doing like the little story events that they do. Well, we got the Vegito done, so now we just need Broly, Broly, Vegetas, and Fu. But yeah, I just kind of wish that they would bring, like, if they did an LR, I mean, they could probably do it like through one of the story events, and do it to where, you know, you can have like a SSR and then like a TUR be a different unit, and then like the LR maybe be like a, I don't know. I feel like a cool LR maybe would be like the MUI Goku in like the God outfit. I think that'd be a really cool, like, I think that'd be a really cool LR. So we got a Vegeta and we got a Broly. So 3 Brolys left, 3 Fus and 4 Vegetas. We're actually starting to cook pretty quick here. Give it go God. We can't go Oh, I'm so tired of seeing that cooler as well. So last year when it came to Heroes, I decided to also chase unfeatured units, because there were a few unfeatured units that I was missing, and I didn't have Rainbow. So I was like, hey, you know, what better time to do it than, you know, now? Well, I decided to summon on like the EZA banner. I managed to pull a couple copies here and there. And I was like, I'll go to the main banner and just summon on there. And while I do that, I can at least rainbow the SSRs. Well, I ended up going like over 6,000 stones deep on this banner, and still did not finish rainbowing every single unit that I needed. So as unfortunate as that is, I kind of got, you know, I spent a lot more than I probably needed to, and ended up just rainbowing all the SSRs anyway. So I'm not complaining about it. You know, I was able to at least get the job done that way. But it also would have been nice if, you know, they threw me a couple bones my way and gave me the unfeatured units I was looking for. But, you know, now in hindsight, all these units are going to be coming back anyway once they EZA, and it'll be easy to, you know, pull them later on. But at least right now, with these ones being featured and they're guaranteed featured, I can just get them done now and just kind of get them out the way so I don't have to worry about them later. Go God? Gosh, can't go God. Like, you know, we're getting so close to the end here to where we only need like a few copies of these units. So getting a God animation and either getting like 3 of the same unit would be amazing for me. I'm so tired of seeing this rose. I have 15 copies of this rose. And I know there's probably people out there that are probably like, wow, you're crazy. Like, why would you keep summoning? And, you know, it's Heroes. It's a good time. Like, you know, you may as well have some fun with it here and there. And, you know, this is the one time I might splurge a little bit more and actually go after some SSR copies, only because they're guaranteed featured. And, you know, if they made it to where regular banners were guaranteed featured SSRs, I probably would actually chase after them a little bit more. but the fact that they're not is kind of why I don't. But these ones are guaranteed featured, so at least I have a higher chance of getting the unit that I want than the units that I don't need. So we're, like I said, we're coming down to the wire here. We got 3 Vegetas that we need, 2 Brolys, and 2 Foos. And we're starting to pull a lot of the Vegetos here as well. How many Janembas do we have? We're sitting at 10 Janembas, and Vegetos, we're at 13. So at this point, we're going to be cooking up some free super attacks here. And I'm totally okay with that. Because when it comes to heroes especially, you go through so many Kais. And it is terrible to go through that many Kais, but I mean you kind of have to because they don't have a farmable super attack because of just the names of the units. Oh, Broly, perfect. I only need 1 more. But yeah, like, so this year the free-to-play unit that got dropped was the STR Toa, so you can actually use her, like her free-to-play unit. You can use that to farm up the tech summonable one. So, you know, when they do stuff like that, like, I think that's pretty cool in a sense. And I wish that they would do that a little bit more. Oh man, I did not want to see that. I did not want to see 2 Roses in 1 multi. That could have been like the 2 Masked Kings that I needed and he would have been done. But yeah, it's so we also got the for like this celebration, we are getting the EZA for the Super Strike. Oh, Broly's done. We are getting the Super Strike Xeno Trunks. He's getting his EZA, so I think this is like a perfect time for them to do that. And I really wish that at the same time they would have just done like the Tech Toa, the Physical Mira, and like the Int Demigra. Like, it would have been nice if they would have just EZA'd them all at the same time now, because I don't see another time when they will actually do it, unless maybe like whenever we get the new like Dragon Ball fighting game, which I think is supposed to be the I guess like the Tenkaichi 4 essentially. Unless they do like maybe some kind of collab with them, possibly. That's the only time I can really see them maybe like giving them an EZA at that point. But until then, like, they really have no other time that they would drop, like they would just randomly drop an EZA for them, unless it's just some random, you know, random celebration. They might do it, because I mean they did that with like the fusion units at one point, so I mean I guess they could technically do it again now. But yeah, I think out of that whole batch, I think the physical Mira, I think he might actually be pretty good, especially in like his awakened version, like his transform form. I think he might be pretty good, especially because he's like a defense stacker and stuff like that. You know, he might end up being a pretty decent unit. I don't need that Goku, unfortunately, and I definitely don't need that Janemba, but we do need that Vegeta. Alright, so we just need 2 Vegetas and 2 Foos, and we are out of this banner. And realistically, I want to say I'm maybe about 3,000 stones deep right now, which isn't bad for a Heroes banner, especially because I kind of went on like 2 separate banners. Oh, we only need 1 more Vegeta. Oh, that's beautiful. But, you know, 3,000 stones, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not too terrible for this. And we got a King Fu. We just need 1 Vegeta and 1 Fu, and we are out of here. But yeah, like I said, we're just over 3,000 stones deep now, and to be able to rainbow both the SSR and the TUR, and then also hop into like the EZA banner to pull like the units that I needed to pull, it's not bad. Like, I'm actually pretty happy with that because I'm not going 6,000 stones. Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna knock on wood, because if this rose keeps popping up, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm at 19 roses. So at this point, I've got a free SA, like a free just SA10 rose at this point. So I just really hope that he just stops showing up. We can get this Fu and Vegeta and just be out of this banner. I started kind of going a little bit faster here, just because the videos end up being just a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but hopefully right here, maybe we can get like a God animation, possibly, and just get the one Vegeta and get the one Fu, and we're done. So, if you guys made it this far in the video, you know, hopefully you guys have already liked the video. Hopefully you guys have hit that little subscribe button as well. I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and I mean, we're getting really close to the end here, and we got a little over a month to go. So, you know, hopefully you guys can help me out. Hopefully, if you guys are enjoying this content, you know, we can get to that promised land. And so we're down to just needing one more unit. We just need one Mass King Fu, and we are done. So initially, we started here with 8,255 stones. We're at 4,950 now, so, you know, hopefully we don't hit like that 4,000 threshold, and we can just get the one maybe here and just be done. No, we don't need the Vegeta. So this is kind of like the worst part of the summoning, is when you need the one last unit, and they just don't ever want to show up. And especially like if we're not getting like a God animation on top of that, it just makes it even worse. Can we get a God here? No, we cannot. Yeah, so if you like don't get the God animation, you might just get stuck with just the one unit at the very, very end here. Or you can end up like me and end up with 20 rosés. So someone's gonna be looking at this and they're gonna call me crazy. And I mean, I probably am, for the fact that I am still summoning just to rainbow their SSRs. But the cards are just cool. They don't come around. They only come around once a year, and by the time they come around next year, it's going to be like impossible to find them in the banner. So, you know, may as well just get them done now, at least get their SSRs, rainbow, and who knows, maybe just one random day we'll get a chain battle, and they might be needed, and I'll have them ready to go right then and there. So, 2 Brolys with that one. Unfortunately, one of them could have just been a King Fu, and we could have been done, but oh, perfect. We're finally getting a God animation. Alright, so just at least one of these units just needs to be King Fu, and we are out of here. But I will take a couple of unfeatured units as well. I don't need him, unfortunately. Who else are we going to get? Oh my god, Rose and Vegito. Like, I mean, that's such a good multi, especially with the 2 headlining units being in the same multi. But, man, I don't want to see Rose anymore. I might actually just start bobbing him at this point. Like, I'm going to use him to get that free SA10. Oh, we're getting back-to-back God animations? Take that. Please no Rosés on this one. I was going to say, or Vechitos, but there he is again. But at this point, we're going to be using him as SA fodder as well. Save me on a couple of my Kais that I got. Vegeta, and Janemba. Man. Come on, just the one. I just need the one King Fu and I could be done, man. So I'm trying to think of what else we got to talk about. When it comes to heroes, I guess maybe next year we might get that like Super Saiyan Blue evolution evolution MUI-ish style Gogeta. I mean, I think that'd be a really cool unit to have in Dokkan. And I mean, I can kind of see why they don't have him in here in the game yet, or they probably didn't drop him this year, is because we don't have a standalone blue Gogeta yet. So I think if they were to drop a Heroes Blue Gogeta as a standalone, it might cause an uproar in the community. Which, I mean, is understandable because we haven't had one since the 5th year anniversary. Which is almost criminal at this point if you really think about it. Especially with like how hype the movie itself was when it came out. You know, us not having a full power, like a standalone full power Broly, and we still don't have a blue Gogeta on top of that is just so, it's just so terrible. And I don't get it. I mean, I guess Dokkan probably knows what they're doing. You know, they're just kind of saving those units as like a, maybe like a just in case, you know, stuff starts to, like the hype lessens down on something and they just need to hit that panic button. But they really, really kind of need to get back on the hype train. Like they just need to drop banger after banger after banger, because this year's, like, the unit selection that they had are good because there are a lot of units that did need like representation, but just the designs of these units this year have not been as stellar as previously. So oh my god, can we stop with the Brolys? Like at this point we're just pulling the one unit we don't need. Again, you know, nobody's fault but mine because I decided to go after these units, but I would like for the game to kind of throw me a bone here and just give me that last King Fu that I need. So, because I think now we are actually approaching about the 4,000 stone marker, and I was hoping to not get this close. I was hoping to be done like maybe around 3,000. So if we can get him, oh my gosh, I was hoping we can get him there, but so we're at 18 of him. If we do another like 250, then we have hit 4,000, and I don't want to hit 4,000. If we do, you know, it is what it is. We're still going to get that last copy of King Fu, but I was hoping that we didn't have to go that deep. So other heroes units that I'd love to see. I'd love to see like the MUI Goku with the like the God key on. Well, there's the last copy that we needed, so that will put us at done. You know, like I was just saying, like the MUI Goku, I think he would be kind of cool to see in the game. I really want to see like the Zamasu that has like the eye patch and everything. I think he would be really cool. Then plus they have like the new like their quote-unquote tournament of power that they had. There's a lot of units that they can drop from there, and I think whenever they do that, that might be a pretty hype like celebration. But there we go. That should be everybody that we needed. We got 18 of the 18 Vegetos. We got 14 of the blue Vegetas. We got 15 Brolys. We got 10 Fus, and we got 21 Roses. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you guys hit that like button. Please make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.